In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the electromagnetism. The following points on which we are going to discuss about: is there any connection or the relation between the current carrying wire and the magnet? Is the current carrying wire produces the magnetic field? If it produces the magnetic field, what is the direction of it? And at the last moment, you got some idea about the electromagnetism. Then we are properly going to define the definition for the electromagnetism. Is that the current and the magnet are current carrying wire and the magnet are different. Simply, we all know that magnets attract the iron pieces due to their magnetic properties. Similarly, if if we take the current carrying wire is that produce the magnetic field. How can we are going to detect the magnetic field? We all know that for measuring the magnetic field, what we are going to take? The magnetic compass. We are simply going to take the magnetic compass nearby the wire that will point to the north and the south direction. So if it deflects, we can say that the it produces the magnetic field. Let us let us suppose that we we are providing the current to the circuit through a battery through a battery, and here the resistance, and here the direction of the current. Here the current ammeter. We are measuring the is there any current in the circuit or not. The ammeter is just an instrument that measures the current. And here, the magnetic compass, here you can see the image, it always point to the north to the south direction. If it deflects, if it deflects come when we take near the magnetic needle near to the wire, if it deflects, we can say that the magnetic field is produced by the current carrying wire. Actually, when we take the magnetic field near to the ma- current carrying wire, it actually deflects. So, we can say that the current carrying wire produces the magnetic field. So, the next question, if it current carrying wire produces the magnetic field, what is the direction of it? This is given by simply the right hand rule. What we are going to do, simply simply thumb simply point your thumb to the direction of the current and curl your fingers. Here I have taken the current direction upward. Curl your fingers around the wire. This will give you the direction of the magnetic field. As simple as that. If you produce the if the current direction is in upward, let let us take the inward case. If the current direction is in downward direction, downward direction, here the supplementary, and the current direction is downward, just point your thumb to the current direction in downward direction and curl your fingers around the wire. This will give the direction of the magnetic. Here the magnetic field direction is like this. Let us do some experiment. And if if the current direction is towards you, is out of the screen, can you can you point the direction of the magnetic field? Point your thumb towards you out of the screen and curl your fingers. This will give the direction of the magnetic field. Uh, It is simply make the circles around the current carrying wire and in this direction, in the anti-clockwise direction, the magnetic field direction, as simple as that. In Up to now, you got some idea about is the current carrying wire produces the electric field or not. So we are going to define the electromagnetic basic principle of the physics state that an electric current flows through a conductor. A magnetic field is generated around the current. We have already seen in the previous slides, and we have already find out the direction in which direction the magnetic field is going to, and this magnetic field can then extract an influence on the magnetic materials in the field, as we have seen. So thank you for watching.